With Avengers Infinity War fast approaching, fans are getting totally geeked up at the promise of finally seeing the heroes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe face off against the ultimate evil Thanos. But once the wrinkly purple titan is presumably defeated, who will the next big bad guy be in the MCU? Well, no one really knows, but we do know who it won't be, thanks to complex licensing issues. Here's a look at some villains Marvel can't use in their movies. Galactus. If there's one villain who's bigger than Thanos, both literally and figuratively, it's Galactus, a planet-devouring force of nature born before the Big Bang even created our universe. In the comics, he's pretty much the ultimate unbeatable power. In the world of movies, however, his rights belong to Fox. The result is one incredibly boring and disappointing cameo as an angry clown in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Galactus would be amazing in the MCU, but for now, he's stuck in bad movie limbo with the rest of the Fantastic Four.
I am Galactus, the be-all and end-all of the universe.
Dr. Doom. Like Galactus, Dr. Doom's rights are tied up with the Fantastic Four. Unlike Galactus, though, Doom may actually be resilient enough to break free of the Fantastic Four's legacy of crappy movies. Though versions of the Bad Doctor have already appeared in every Fantastic Four film through 2017. It was recently revealed that Fox is developing a standalone Dr. Doom solo film. That sounds promising, but it also means we won't be seeing Doom take on the Avengers in the MCU anytime soon.
I would like a word with you, Stark.
Magneto. Fox has a pretty spotty track record with their superhero films, but one thing they've totally nailed is the character of Magneto, who's been expertly played by both Ian McKellen and Michael Fassbender over the past 2 decades. In the comics, Magneto has frequently branched out from the world of mutants to battle heroes like the Avengers. But as long as the X-Men films remain profitable, there's no chance Fox will let Magneto's rights revert to Marvel Studios, as the character is a cornerstone of the franchise. Which is too bad, because it would be cool to see them try to reconcile the 2 different versions of Magneto's children. Venom. Sony kept Venom off the big screen for years, following his underwhelming debut in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. But he'll soon return in a standalone feature starring Tom Hardy that's reportedly meant to launch the studio's own version of the Marvel Universe. Of course, exactly how this is going to work now that Spider-Man himself is appearing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is still unclear. So it's possible Venom could eventually cross over between universes, which would be cool, considering Venom eventually ended up joining the Guardians of the Galaxy in the comics. So we'll see. Other Spidey villains. If the fate of Venom is confusing, things are even more unclear when it comes to the rest of Spidey's rogues gallery. Sony reportedly is developing a film featuring both Black Cat and Silver Sable, so it looks like they're off the board. And once upon a time, Sony had plans to do a Sinister Six film featuring a team-up between villains like Electro, Dr. Octopus, and Mysterio. However, Sinister Six member the Vulture already appeared in the MCU, and the post-credits teaser of Spider-Man Homecoming hinted that more members of the team, such as the Scorpion, may be joining him soon. But until we hear otherwise, fans should assume that all of Spidey's villains are off-limits when it comes to the MCU. Sabretooth. At best, 2009's Wolverine Origins was a missed opportunity, squandering characters like Deadpool and Gambit in service of a truly joyless movie. At worst, Fox wasted a great performance by Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth, who hasn't been seen in the X-Men films since.
The dream is over, and the beast is awake. My name is Victor Creed.
The fact that Fox isn't actually using Sabretooth makes it especially galling that Marvel can't use him in their films either, because there are plenty of places where he can fit in. Wouldn't Sabretooth versus Black Panther blow your mind? Alas, as long as Marvel doesn't own the film rights, the best we can do is hope he pops up in another X-Men movie. Apocalypse. As far as X-Men movies go, Apocalypse is a relatively recent villain, and X-Men Apocalypse was a pretty disappointing showcase for the character, considering what a world-class threat he is in the comics. In one alternate universe storyline, Apocalypse actually conquered the world and reshaped it in his own image. That sounds like the perfect type of villain to follow in Thanos' footsteps, giving the good guys of the MCU a real threat to fight against. For now, however, like all these other great characters, Apocalypse is stuck in Fox's hands, thanks to the true enemy of Marvel superheroes: bad business deals. Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.